What is up, all? This is Rest of Noise number 15.
Hey, how's it going? Happy to be back.
Yeah, this fool's been sick for weeks.
Caught the plague from some fucking crusty punk at the fucking Phobia show, dude. I almost died.
Yeah, that's
Better
wicked.
for it, though.
That's a long time being out for 3 weeks, dude.
Fuck. This flu is no joke. If any of you are starting to get sick now and you're like, oh, it's going to be a few days. No.
Yeah, there's something wicked going around.
Yeah, I fucking floored my ass quarantined my ass in my room for fucking a week and a half.
We went to the Whipstriker show, and there was a dude that got sick too that we were talking to.
Yeah,
he was out for 3 weeks as well.
Right. I knew exactly how he felt.
Yeah.
Still, yeah, it's nice to have my hearing back and not feel like I'm 10 feet underwater when I talk. That was probably the worst part.
Jesus Christ.
You can't enjoy music even.
You went to interviews and shit like that too,
Yeah,
huh?
I went to a job interview. Fucking, oh man, it was like, yeah, that was a rough one.
I bet.
It's like, pull it together, Troy, pull it together. Yeah.
Your body keeps trying to go to sleep, and you're like, fuck, I'm in an interview.
Yeah. God damn it. Sweating, fucking snot coming out of my, not pretty.
That's why I'm like, I ain't going nowhere near that fool for however long.
I do not blame you.
So that's why it hasn't been a podcast for a while, because my fear of getting sick, and he was sick.
Hell yeah, and the fucking fact that, antibiotics are on their last leg in our society. At least that's what some of the doctors are starting to say.
But like, we're becoming immune to them, or
yeah, they say, but
or the viruses are becoming immune to them, I should say.
Yeah, the viruses are becoming immune, and that. But hopefully, they say the world of the microbiome. That's the fact that we're made up of. I'm probably getting this wrong. Of not cells. It's the shit bacteria. They're finding out we're way more made of bacteria than they had ever thought, and that there's ways of combating shit through bacteria and the microbiome therapies.
Really?
Yeah. So.
I hope so.
Hell yeah. Oh, I hope so too.
Yeah.
No, I don't want another Spanish influenza. Our culture has a short memory of the fact that millions of people died from the flu in 1 year in 1918, and
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So.
From the flu.
Right. So don't give me that. I don't want the flu vaccine shit. You're lucky to get the flu vaccine.
Hell yeah, I get it every year, dude. Get it free at my kid's school.
Hell yeah. That Whipstriker show was the shit, though.
Yeah, it was. They put on a fucking arena-sized show in a tiny little bar.
They shredded that motherfucking place.
Yeah, it was dope.
Yeah. Plus, we got to hang out and meet the band beforehand.
Yeah.
Which is always cool.
Drink some beers at a house nearby.
Yeah. It was Chris, right? Chris was his name?
I don't remember. Sorry, dude. A new YouTube homie.
Yeah.
He shoots videos as well.
Nice to meet some new people and find some people who were cool to hang around with.
And his roommate's super cool too.
Yeah. It was a fun place. It was, learned a lot about the scene and why so much is going on over at Cafe Colonial and the Colony and the Colonial Theater. Because that's, I guess they live right across the street from it, so they can put on shows and do whatever the fuck they want.
Work across the street. Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
But yeah, that was a cool show.
It was fun.
The sound was nice, man. It was so small that it was just blaring and
it was exactly what we were hoping for.
Yeah. Dirty.
Instincts steered us right again.
Thank you, sir.
Sometimes it's hard to determine what show you should go to and what show you shouldn't, But, RIN logo, what's that mean?
Oh, you were working on a Rest of Noise logo.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of different ideas.
Yes.
I like the casket one myself.
The casket one, yeah. Well, I'll put them all up on a Facebook, which we should have running here real soon.
Okay.
And people can vote and tell and say what they like. And we'll probably make stickers of that one first
I only fuck with MySpace, bro. So.
Yeah.
All you Facebook people, whatever.
Yeah, I'm so hip. I went back in time. Yeah.
I went to that deserted playground called MySpace.
Fuck yeah. Deserted playgrounds are where all the fun shit happens.
Yep. That's where I learned to gangbang and.
I hope you're talking about group sex and not.
No, man. Got good with the shiv.
Fuck yeah. Daddy taught you well.
Do you know who Alfred Cuban is?
I have no clue who that is.
Okay. A dude sent me. You were talking about some artist.
Bosch.
Yes.
And Albert. And
yes. So he's like, check out Alfred Cuban, and it kind of has like a similar Bosch's style, but it's more surreal.
Did you send me something on Al?
Maybe.
I think I vaguely recall it. I'll definitely beef up on that and have some stuff to talk about next time about it. Yeah, I love talking about art. You can't shut me the fuck up when it comes.
Who's your favorite artist?
That's a good one. Probably Stanley Kubrick.
Okay.
I mean, if you really want to get into like what art really means and what art's supposed to do, it's communicate ideas. I think the moving image has surpassed anything painting or drawing could ever do. So I think if you really want to be a serious artist on the forefront of what art is doing, you have to be probably working in film or animation at some point, because other than you're kind of messing with something that's been outgrown, I guess is what I'm saying. Don't get me wrong, I love painting, I love drawing, that's my shit, I'm an artist. But you know what I mean, as far as like communicating ideas, nothing beats the moving image. And Stanley Kubrick, his goal was to move the art form forward. He saw it as a visual communication tool and not a fucking talking tool. I mean, with that said, he liked Quentin Tarantino, but with that said, he also liked the fact that he could do a movie and not talk in the entire thing and still convey an image through images, which is what he was trying to do with 2001. That was his most modern art, most modern thing he could do to push that art form forward. And that's what he's always said. That was the one that he thought he would put up against everything.
Interesting.
Yeah. As far as like drawing artist and painting artist, Francis Bacon.
Oh, okay. I like Francis Bacon.
Yeah, he's fucking I mean, it's funny, at the end of the 20th century, everybody's like, Picasso, and then you have all the people over on the conceptual side, and they're like, Duchamp. He's the guy that just took a piss, a fucking toilet, and said it's art, which is brilliant in a way. It's kind of like what Donald Trump's done. I mean,
Yeah.
I do whatever the fuck I want, and therefore you listen. But yeah, Francis Bacon is they're starting to say he was the bigger talent of the 20th century than Picasso. Yes, Picasso could change styles, but as far as like capturing what the 20th century was about and the way it felt and the fucking murder and death and blood of that century, nobody does it better than Francis Bacon. And if you're interested in Francis Bacon, you can go to like the Jake and Dino's Chapman. Who else is it? The other guy with the diamond skulls, Damien Hirst. You can look up anything in the Saatchi collection, Saatchia, and you'll probably find a lot of Francis Bacon-ish, shit that's challenging. And if you like the movie The Cell, definitely check out Damien Hirst, because Damien Hirst, 90% of The Cell is based on Damien Hirst images.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of Damien Hirst in that bitch. Thank you for asking that question, bro. I liked answering it.
I feel like I'm conducting the interview, bro.
But I'm glad to see you have that next thing on the list, Kicker.
Yeah, Kicker. I've never heard of them before.
Right. the only reason I knew Kicker is I have a friend who's friend with Skinner, and I guess if anybody knows like art, who's out in the art world, Skinner's kind of killing it in the illustration wizard monster area.
Yeah.
And he was asked to do the album cover for that, and
for Kicker.
Yeah.
And they're like a modern old school punk band.
Yeah, I hear a lot of fucking. Because you and Evan, my little brother, were always into Subhumans, and I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, this is gonna be Jason's shit.
Totally, it totally reminds me of the Subhumans.
It's just got that like, very English, like sense of humor, sense of style,
right?
Snotty.
And they're from Oakland, right?
I have no clue. That's where Skinner's out of. So I mean, it would make sense.
I think they're from the Bay Area. I think I looked it up. But he sings with an English accent, so I'm kind of confused.
Yeah, it's like
he may be just doing that because he wants to do it that way, or I don't know. He may be British.
He's like, I could go over to fucking Oakland and everybody will think I'm cool with this accent, which is what I would do if I was English. Immediately move somewhere where nobody had that accent, and then just make the panties drop.
Oh man, but yeah, Kicker's the shit.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, it's definitely some crusty shit.
It's not boring.
Not boring.
Interesting lyrics. Interesting vocal style he sings in.
Yeah.
Like we were just talking about. But it made me go bust out my Subhumans records again. And
yeah. I have fond memories of Subhumans with you and Evan just quoting like
weird shit.
Yeah, and I'd be like, "Where'd you hear that, Subhumans?" And then he'd say, "Where'd you hear that, Subhumans?" And I'd be like, "Shit,
Mickey Mouse's dad got kicked in the head."
Because people got too serious.
Found out what they said. Yeah.
Yeah, Subhumans. That's like, I don't know. Yeah, they're fucking a must if you're
totally.
That's like core.
I try to tell people that don't know who they are. I'm like, you know who the Dead Kennedys are. I'm like, they don't sound like the Dead Kennedys, but they're that era of punk rock, and they're from the UK.
Right.
Oh, maybe I will go see them.
Right. Yeah, and then they turned into Citizen Fish, which is when we were fortunate enough to see them a bunch of times.
It's weird. There's Citizen Fish half the year, then Subhumans the other half the year.
Really?
And Culture Shock got back together, and they were just in Sacramento last year.
That's funny.
It is funny.
I saw Subhumans probably 7 or 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't at the. I wish you.
You
were
went
there.
with somebody. I can't.
Yeah, I went with my buddy Matt Orsolini. Big shout out. Yeah, so he was there. It was fun.
Was it you I went and saw Subhumans with, and we paid to get in? And we saw like 3 songs.
No, that would have sucked.
It did.
I think I might have been there.
Because we were like, can we just go in? Is it worth paying? He's like, of course it's worth paying. It's Subhumans.
Oh, I remember that now.
Was that you?
Yeah.
We paid $20, and then
it was like 3 songs
over.
over.
And it was over. I'm like, fuck.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, guy.
You couldn't just let us in to watch the fucking last 2-3 songs.
That was
fuck.
Fun.
But yeah,
good memory.
Yeah, I just remember being upset. I'm just like, that fucking sucked.
I just remember the pissed off memory I have out of a show is not getting into fucking Wesley Willis. And then watching the dude from Papa Roach cut in line and fucking get in there.
Yeah, like he was some kind of rock star or some shit. I guess he kind of was.
Fuck,
for a minute.
It's all about Alanis Morissette and the werewolf.
Oh, yeah. Alanis Morissette. Yeah. I would have been interesting to see before he died.
Yeah, Wesley Willis was the shit. If any of you never... I doubt anybody's heard of that fucking guy.
Every song sounds exactly the same, just different lyrics.
I think you found out about them through when Beastie Boys were putting out the Grand Royal magazine.
I think so. I think it is where I found out about him.
Grand Royal was the shit back in the day.
And then I bought a 7-inch with him on one side, and then the Frogs on the other.
The Frogs are still going strong.
Yeah.
Noise, punk, I guess.
I guess. Fucked up lyrics.
Yeah. I always think of Jesus Lizard when I hear their name. I don't know why. It's weird. And then you got John Benjamin on your list.
Oh, dude, you sent me that John Benjamin record. So John Benjamin is the voice of Bob on Bob's Burgers, among other things.
Archer.
Okay, yeah.
And then he does the voice on. He's the voice of one of the characters that always shows up on Family Guy. That's when I first started recognizing his voice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
God, who is he?
He's fucking funny though.
He's hella funny.
Yeah, it was a slow burn with him, but now I'm like, he's good at voice talent. He's good at being sarcastic.
Mm-hmm.
Then he's got that jazz album that's fucking amazing.
He had that. Didn't he have that show on Comedy Central, like something and a van? He pull up in a van. They do like fucking.
Who's the
fuck, dude? No. John Benjamin owns a van or something like that.
Oh,
that's
really?
what it was called. Yeah.
I'll have to look it up.
But anyways, yeah.
I know my guy on my political fucking podcast I listen to grew up with him, Sam Cedar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so he's always telling stories about like when he did too many mushrooms and John Benjamin helped him out.
But yeah, he put out a jazz record. He hired a bunch of great musicians, and he plays piano in the jazz band. He can't play for shit.
Play.
Yeah.
Till the day they showed up.
So his parts come up. It's all fucked up sounding. It's
so
hilarious.
They throw it, yeah, it's like
all out
of key over
him,
and then it's like. And then he thinks he's like really getting with it. Then he goes. It's fucking funny.
It is.
And then he's got the butt smear at the end of the fucking album. Yeah.
John
I'm glad
Benjamin.
you checked that one out.
No, dude, I fucking like John. I like John Benjamin.
He was funny. If you like him, check him out. John Benjamin on the Stephen Colbert show, where he actually does the act live with.
Oh, really?
Stephen Colbert's band. It's fucking hilarious.
That's awesome. I'm definitely gonna check that out.
Yeah, I love Stephen Colbert. Okay, you got Paulie's written down.
Yeah.
Paulie's
you had all types of stories about.
Big shout out to all you guys out there. Hey, I'll be posting the link to this on Instagram, trying to get some of those guys to take a look at it. But no, I was fucking amazed. I walked into that place. I got a fucking badass haircut, and every motherfucker in there knew who fucking Blood for Blood, Sheer Terror was. Who were listening to Minor Threat on the radio. It was fucking badass.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, big shout out to True Blue too, Mike Hood's fucking barbershop.
That's right.
Too. Yeah, we got an abundance of fucking good places to get your hair cut and listen to fucking rad music in the Sac right now.
Punk and hardcore, hell yeah.
So big ups to those guys. The dude who cut my hair is Beto, the barber. Check him out on Instagram if you're in Sacramento. It's fucking awesome. Talked to him about the Sheer Terror show. He actually brought up Turnstile before I even got a word out. He was like, Turnstile. And I was like, Turnstile.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. So, he even, he's like, I was hanging out with Blood for Blood, and there's this guy named Ian in the band. I was like, Ian? Ian's the motherfucker we hung out with when we couldn't get into the Dropkick show. And he fucking let us listen to all sorts of shit. Let us listen to the Death Threat demo before fucking it ever came out. And
that's
we got all sorts of bragging rights on that shit.
Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah, and I guess now he's got a kid. He takes to shows out there, and then he shoots videos of everything. He's like hardcore into video shooting.
Yeah, I've seen. He did a Fear Factor video. It was fucking dope, dude.
Big ups to Ian, man.
Yeah.
Good job, dude. Blood for Blood is like fucking, that's mathematics for us. That's fucking fundamental. Yeah.
You're saying that White Trash Rob was signing his name with.
Yeah, he was signing. This was fucking a great idea. I love every fucking cent of this one. I might pick it up myself. But he was taking a syringe and filling it with blood, and then signing the Blood for Blood print posters with it.
That's badass.
Like, fuck yeah.
I saw a Blood for Blood. Remember, I was shooting like this is hardcore videos at you, and there was a Blood for Blood one without Buddha, and it was just White Trash Rob.
Yeah, Buddha's gone.
Yeah. See, I was confused about the whole thing. I thought that White Trash Rob had gotten into trouble because when I went with Trevor and Matt to see Blood for Blood, it was Buddha without White Trash Rob.
Yeah.
So I thought White Trash Rob got. Dude, I'm so confused.
Yeah. let's just put it this way: if we said what that person might have done, we could be liable for suing, and I've never heard it from a first person. So
something happened with a member of that band that may or may not happen.
Yeah, but if it did,
yeah,
you fucked up, brother. So yeah, no, but Blood for Blood is the shit. White Trash Rob, the dude, Beto the barber, he said they were fucking amazing. He saw them out in Philly.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw him on This Is Hardcore. The sound was amazing, but White Trash Rob was singing all of Buddha's parts.
Yeah, it sounded weird. It sounded a little.
It sounded a little weird, but I mean, it was still good.
Yeah, that was Blood for. I can't say enough good shit about Blood for Blood or Sheer Terror. Or gets you through some dark times, letting you know people are fucking having it just as bad as you.
Yeah.
Maybe even worse.
Probably.
Hearing stories about White Trash Rob getting chased around fucking Boston by cops once. In a like a fucking, what was it? He was running or something like that from the cops. Yeah, you hear all sorts of wacky stories.
Totally.
I don't think that one will get us sued. So, Get Destroyed, Burnt Offerings.
Yeah, you sent it to me and never got a chance to listen to that shit.
I couldn't tell you what it sounded like either right now. I sent a lot of shit to you.
Yeah.
I know the one thing that's got me going right now is that Nosha and that Noxa or whatever. Check out my Instagram page at Orange Machine Gun at Dr. Strangeclock. And there's a couple of bands on there that I'm into right now. Noxa, which is, it runs the gamut from threat to grindcore to punk to crust. It's everything you'd want. And it's, I believe, in South America. I'm fucking up, but all I know is it's in Spanish. And that's some good shit. Get Destroyed, Burn Offerings. I will come back to you next week and tell you exactly what that means. The infamous Gehanna.
Yeah, they've been around for a while, and it's hard to find their shit even online. But I guess they put out a record years and years ago, and it just got released digitally.
Really?
It's this one right here.
I remember listening to it and liking it. I can't tell you any specifics on it right now.
Well, the album's called The War of the Sons of Light and the Sons of Darkness.
That's ringing a bell.
But it was interesting because it's definitely has a hardcore punk feel, crust feel, but those vocals are just like so fucked sounding. And so I don't know how to explain it. Like you know how like you say the guitar is the main instrument in this band. You got to follow the guitar. I felt like the vocals were a big part of this record, at least.
I remember liking the artwork.
Yeah,
I was so fucking sick, guys. I didn't do shit. Infamous Gehanna. Yeah, Gehanna's an interesting story. All the death that's gone on in that area of the world. I know why they would name themselves after it.
But like, I sent you the new Turbowolf.
That new Turbowolf was the shit.
Called The Free Life.
That's definitely a summer fucking windows down as loud as you can go.
It's like stoner
metal. Put you
metal.
in a good mood.
Totally, yeah.
Not a bad mood, like a Turbo Negro or something like that.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, I want to fucking kill the world and have fun doing it. Yeah, that was awesome, and that just came out, huh?
Yeah, they have a couple albums. They've been around for a while.
I noticed there were a couple people that like were guested on that album, and I didn't look into those names, but I'd definitely be interested to look into those names and see why they guested on that Turbowolf album. Because it could come from any number of spots.
My boy from the UK sent it to me, and he's like, "You gotta hear this band." They're like the Pixies meet Electric Wizard. That's how he explained it.
Yeah, and then we listened to them.
I can hear the Pixies. I don't know, Electric Wizard. I mean, but I know what he's saying.
I know what he's saying. It's riff-tastic and fuzzy.
And it's all of that.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Good shit.
Good
The
shit.
The new Turbowolf, the Free Life is the shit.
Yeah, and they definitely, yeah, good stuff. It's like I said, it puts you in a good state of mind. Some of this stuff you're like, fuck, I can't be depressed right now, or like, you know how it is. There's certain shit you're just in the mood for. If you're ever in the mood for something to lift your ass up, Turbowolf.
Yeah.
And not be cheesy, you know.
Yeah, it's still hard as fuck.
Yeah, it's hard as fuck, but it's just like good.
Yeah.
Suppression.
Yeah, Suppression's coming. They're fucking doing like I was telling you earlier, they're doing a whole tour with enemy soil, which we're gonna see.
Which is Pig Destroyer, early Pig Destroyer, basically.
They're gonna be California Death Fest in October, but
you said they're leaving that and going and playing at the Colony.
Yeah, right? Suppression's leaving opening for enemy soil, and they're gonna be playing at the Colony right up the street.
Hell yeah!
It should be interesting.
Well, I'm super stoked that you sent me that new Death Fest. They keep adding more.
Oh yeah.
Ace Phalanx is gonna be on
Fuck
that bitch.
Yeah, dude. Ace Phalanx is the shit.
And there was one. Oh, and Doom.
Yeah, I've never seen Doom.
Never seen Doom. Doom is the shit. That's gonna be like one to brag about.
Hell
like,
yeah.
Oh, I saw Doom, so fuck you.
Anti-Gamma's gonna be at it.
Anti-Gamma's, dude. I was hesitant to send you Anti-Gamma because I was like, I don't know if he's gonna like the technicality of it.
No, I like that.
It's good. It's good. It's definitely very technical.
Yeah.
Like almost proggy at times, but not. Weird.
They're
weird.
An interesting band.
They're an interesting band.
They almost have like a space type.
They have great
feel
fucking
with their art.
illustration.
Yeah.
Yeah, on their shit.
They do.
Yeah.
A lot of like
agoraphobic
like the kind of shit you do for like, what do you call it? Graphic design on computer graphic design type shit.
Yeah. Good shit.
It's dope.
What else do we have? Power Trip.
Yeah, dude, I've been getting into the first Power Trip record, Manifest Decimation.
Hell yeah.
It took me a while because I'm like, this does not sound like Nightmare Logic. I mean, it does, but I mean,
it takes a while. It's not as accessible.
Nightmare Logic, there's like a certain
a certain pop. Not
maturity, like confidence in everything that's happening on that record.
Right. Like this is what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah. Or
like they feel it. You could tell they feel at home with what they're doing.
Yeah.
Whereas that one, they're kind of like, we're over here for a little while, and then we're over here.
Well, I mean, it's like we're a thrash band, crossover band.
Right.
I don't know.
I know what you're saying.
But I finally cracked it. And fuck, dude, if you follow the guitars, there's a shitload of shit going on.
I'll have to do that.
It's so fucking good.
Yeah, I see, because I mean, that was the record I'd been listening to, and you were like, listen to Power Trip, and I was like, oh, I love Power Trip. And then when you what was the one that just Nightmare Logic, and then I was like, holy fuck, this is better than that. It's good though. Don't get me wrong. It's just
different. Yeah. I'm interested to see what they're gonna do next because they got. I don't know how big they've gotten, but it feels like they're on a lot of lists and like they're always touring.
Like they're gonna be
like the next Pantera. I don't think they're gonna be that big.
But yeah, they're definitely top 4 worthy. Like the big 4 worthy. Of our generation.
Good shit. So fucking.
That L. Bill fucking Ghoul split.
Oh,
I finally listened to that L. Bill side of it. It's fucking dope.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, I hope they don't try to do Run DMC and like mash these two or some dumb shit.
Yeah.
Which I honestly in my heart knew they wouldn't fucking do. I know L. Bill's fucking real with everything.
Right.
And Tank Crimes is the shit, and L. Bill came at it like a fucking man.
Totally.
Like a fucking hip hop dude, no bullshit.
A little drug money never hurt nobody.
Never. Like Coca Nostra, bitch.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Ill Bill, we saw him at Warped Tour one year.
We saw Nonfiction before they broke up.
We sat next to that motherfucker on the bench before he went into the Warped Tour.
Oh yeah.
You're like, that's Necro. That's fucking Ill Bill. I was like, huh?
That's the one thing I'm proud of. I don't know where the fuck I put it, but I had the Green Album by Nonfiction Poster.
Yeah, those Nonfiction posters.
And I got signed by all of them.
Yeah.
Except the DJ, because I don't know where the fuck he was, but all the MCs.
That's back when they used to have some insane shit on the Warped Tour. And Nonfiction, that's like...
And a tent.
It was like Uncle Howie Records tent, basically.
Yeah.
It was fucking badass. I remember that day very well.
Hell yeah.
I'm happy to see you have Fidlar on there.
Yeah, you sent me this band Fidlar, bro. And I'm like,
they're very interesting. They're like fucking. I call them. It's like brat rock. I don't know, or like brat punk. I mean, to me, it's just I love it. I mean, like those. I bought those Ash CDs today. I kind of fall in line with that. And fucking Scottish band. Let's Chance to Joy Division. I can't think of their name right now. But yeah, they're definitely they're powerful. I think if you can tell one thing by the bands we have that we talk about, we like powerful bands that are like, this is what I'm fucking doing. Like Jason said, they're confident in what they're doing. Fidlar's confident in what they're doing. They're very much like just like bratty stoner kids. And you gotta love a band that sounds the way they do, sort of like a pop, like a ready for radio version of almost not The Voice, but kind of FYP-ish in that vein, just like that brat rock, like snotty. FYP's snotty off the charts. Don't get me wrong; it's hard to fucking follow that. But if you watch the Fidlar. What's in My Bag by Amoeba, you'll understand why we like Fidlar.
I liked
their suggestion on the Dope Smoker album in 2001.
Well, one, they have a lot of songs that are about drugs, which is interesting. But they also suggested watching Stanley Kubrick's 2001 while listening to Dope Smoker by Sleep.
Fuck yeah.
And they showed a short clip, and I'm like, that's amazing.
Skulls being smashed is fucking...
Yep, to sleep.
You see monkeys eating flesh and shit.
It's like a must, dude.
Fuck yeah, I gotta do that one.
Oh, yeah.
Cali Death Fest, we've already talked about it, but let's talk about it again because it's worth doing again.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited, bro. I'm thinking about, I don't know, if we can get a hotel, go to both days, and like whoever wants to come with us, who gives a shit? I don't care.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That time, it would just be fucking get our 4 hours in.
Yeah. To go eat some pizza.
Hell yeah. But I mean, I like all those bands on there, and there's a lot of good bands. But I feel sorry for the bands going on after Ace Phalix.
Ace Phalix is fucking.
They're gonna bring the energy fucking in that place, and nobody's gonna be able to fucking keep it there.
Such a good band, dude.
Yeah, that show at the Golden Bull, they fucking.
I fucking listened to Decreation, and still, we've been listening to a record for a while now, and still I'm just
3 months now.
Yeah, like pounding my fist in the air.
And especially after seeing them live, you're like, you realize like what the fucking aggression is.
Yeah.
Where the level of like, yeah, you understand how they feel about what they're doing.
You see bands, and you're like, that shit sounds angry. And you see Ace Phalix, you're like, those motherfuckers are angry.
Yeah.
Really though, right?
Yeah, and they
fucking
their energy fills the whole goddamn place up.
It's that lead singer, dude.
Yeah.
He's just fucking
a beast.
Yeah.
Body language, you know. There's just some people are born performers, and he comes out, and you're like, okay, this motherfucker is born to do this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing. I was glad you fucking were up on that. So we got the chance to go to see that Ace Phalix show with.
Oh yeah.
Skull X and
Fetid.
Fetid was the shit. All
Fetid
those
was
bands
the
were
shit.
the
Every
shit.
band there.
Mortiferum was the shit. Yeah.
Fuck, dude. It's like now we go see show like Whipstriker was good, but that Ace Phalix show was the shit.
Yeah, that's hard. That's a hard one to follow.
I know, but I mean, it's just like you want to find another one like that. You know what I mean?
You're like, can't I all be like that?
Yeah.
If they were, you'd get bored.
Yeah. When your bar be set higher, I'm like,
yeah.
How high you want it to be? Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
I'm hoping Suppression has a similar effect on us.
I'm sure they will.
Because I've never been to the Colony. You've been to the Colony, but that is a tiny little place from what you're saying.
And they're gonna fill the fuck out of that place.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're gonna.
Okay.
They're gonna be like, your hair's gonna come out fucking white.
It's like the size of a practice space. Is the way I'm understanding it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably. It's a little bit smaller than where we were just at Cafe Colonial.
Okay, but not much.
You can get it's harder to get around in there because there's one little entryway, and then it's like, whereas at the Colonial Cafe, you walk in and it's sort of T-bones right into the middle of the place.
Yeah.
So you're like off to the side fighting to get over to where you want to be at.
Right.
But that's a cool space out there. That I like that setup. They have literally have a theater where you could see where we saw Anthrax, and I could name a million other bands, and then Neurosis, Dillinger Escape Plan, those size bands, and then there's one place over where you can see bands like Whipstriker and smaller bands, but still bands that are power.
I saw the Body there.
Yeah, just shit that's really good that they couldn't fill out a theater, and then the Colony's like the underground. Where you go to, you go to
like super underground.
West Coast Worldwide is the thing I have to grapple on to it the most to describe it.
Hell yeah!
And West Coast Worldwide, big up to Mike Hood. He's the guy who run that
Mike
forever. Hood. Fucking making Sacramento Hood's a institution.
Totally.
Bringing the hate for a long time now.
Come train with us over in Sacramento.
Yeah, showed us what fucking hardcore was about. So got nothing but love for them, welcomed us with open arms, as so to speak. So yeah, still to this day, happy to see him.
Totally
happy to see him doing it.
Cool dude.
Yeah. With that, you got Leeway written.
Dude,
there.
Leeway's coming. We've never fucking seen them.
Opening for Leeway somewhere out east.
Oh, out east, not here.
Not here.
Okay.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe. Now that you mention it.
New York hardcore legends are coming to Sacramento.
Yeah, all I know about Leeway, and I probably should get shot for saying this because I don't know enough. But I know Leeway was always thrown in with like Negative Approach and like Slapshot.
Yeah,
and that kind of hardcore.
No, it's definitely brutal. It's fucking hard. Yeah.
So, looking forward to that one. You got Turnstile 2014.
Yeah, just because I'm like, I think it was 2014. This is hardcore or something. Live video on YouTube when they did a Bad Brains cover. They covered.
Oh, that's right. You sent that to me and I haven't watched it. Shit.
But anyways, they cover Sailing Away. Sailing On. Yeah, it's badass.
I bet it is.
And then I just started looking up bands that covered Sailing On, and weird thing, I saw fucking Gwen Stefani cover acoustic version of Sailing On.
Really?
It was fucking dope, dude.
I bet.
It was back when No Doubt was in a new band.
Oh.
Yeah, when she was like super banging. I mean, she still is, but yeah, she's still fucking 12.
One of my biggest regrets to this day is, I think we went and saw. I want to say it was that. No, Green Jelly. We missed Corns and Deftones at the Cattle Club.
For Green Jelly?
Yeah.
Why did we do that?
Yeah. And then we fucking missed. I forget. We went to some other show and we missed the band we were just talking about.
No Doubt.
No Doubt open. Yeah, they were headlining because they were like a big underground ska band at the time.
Huh.
I have the flyer. And then all of a sudden they were everywhere on MTV, and I was like, I would have loved to have seen that up close.
Yeah. As in that, I mean Gwen.
Yeah, as in her. I mean, yeah. We don't need to start talking about what we like about women, but yeah, she's just got the attitude. I think everything else comes second.
No, I'm playing. I don't want to keep going.
I like her.
Oh yeah, she's very feminine. She's Oh my god.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Feminine and strong. Ricky Gervais, Humanity.
Yeah, his new stand-up special on
probably some of the closest fucking stand-up I've heard come to death metal in a long time.
He's funny, dude.
Yeah, don't take yourself too seriously if you fucking go down that road.
He was ragging on Bruce Jenner a lot, dude. I was feeling that.
Yeah, I like the fact that he didn't want anybody to forget the fact that Bruce Jenner had killed somebody like a year before he got his sex change, and that it was just sort of.
And that Bruce Jenner was a man for like 55 years. And we're supposed to call him a woman all of a sudden.
Fucking Wheaties box.
Yeah.
Talking balls, throwing a javelin.
Right.
No, I mean, I'm not do your thing. I'm just saying, it's fucking.
Yeah, I know what he's talking about. We lived through it. We had to treat him like her, whatever, like royalty when that happened, and that was just like, what?
It's like you killed somebody, and we're facing manslaughter charges, and
you just got sex change, and
and now that goes away. Really,
yeah, it was weird.
Portal,
dude. My homeboy from the UK told me Portal retired from touring. And I'm like,
right?
Fuck yeah! As long as they keep
with the connection these days, you don't fucking need to tour.
Well,
I mean, you want to see it live, and it sucks for us. But
yeah. But I mean, that's how they make.
Band, that's where it's at.
Well, that's how they make their money, though. These days.
Yeah, true.
They have to work.
Right. We just know from our buddy Trevor and seeing what he would have to go through every time. His band, U.S. Roughnecks, and I don't think he's not in the Roughnecks anymore, but he was in the U.S. Roughnecks, the drummer for them.
Yeah.
What would happen every time they wanted to go out on tour? It was just a fucking, he had to stop his life and go out on tour.
Yeah.
And so I understand why Portal did what they did.
Yeah, they're in Australia too. It's
right.
Fucking beautiful there.
It's expensive as fuck to get off that island. That's the longest trip you can make on a plane is going to Australia. It's like 20 hours and shit.
Jeez. I guess the dude I talked to from the UK said that they played Maryland Death Fest last year, I think.
Right.
They just got fucked over money wise, and they're just like, you know what, we're done coming over here. It's too hard to get over here anyway, and you guys are fucking us for money.
Yeah, like our Deicide story.
Yeah.
Deicide, we went and saw Deicide. They were playing with, it was Deicide, Amon Amarth, and fucking one other band. Oh, and how could I forget? Behemoth. And it was a small club, and we were like, really? That's weird. There was this fucking hardcore, big death metal show at this shitty club.
Yeah.
And come to find out, right before Deicide's about to go on, that all the money got stolen from the place, and they wouldn't get paid. They still went on like fucking champs, and people threw them money and shit. And I bought a Behemoth CD to fucking,
help them out.
Yeah. From Nurgle, That's fucking pretty badass.
What'd you call him?
Nurgle. Nurgle.
Look at that Nurgle over there.
I'm sorry. Nurgle. Yeah, but I mean, so that shit's real, bro. And you're fucking out in the middle of nowhere, and you need to get paid.
It's scary, dude.
I can only imagine,
My thing is these people smoking cigarettes that are touring in these little tiny clubs. I'm like, how are you affording to smoke those things? They're like $10 a pack out here, dude. Yeah,
I bought a pack a couple weeks ago. It took me 2 weeks to smoke that bitch. It was fun though. I mean, it was cool to get a head rush from a cigarette. I'm not condoning smoking tobacco by any means.
It's super addicting, hard to quit.
Yeah, but I mean, if you can dance with the devil and walk away, it's fun to do every once in a while.
Yeah, if you can handle it. If you can handle walking away.
Yeah. I've got a little experience with that, so. Well, right on, dude.
Yeah. Sorry, this might be a little rough. It's been almost a month,
and over a month, and
we'll get back into
our flow.
Hell yeah!
But yeah, Whipstriker, fuck yeah!
Hell yeah!
Defecator was the shit.
Oh yeah, Defecator was the shit too.
Yeah, looking forward to
super catchy.
Hell yeah! Ungodly, yeah, for a metal band to be that, yeah.
Black metal, yeah.
But the beats were just
totally.
Yeah. It's probably gonna look funny on YouTube, but but yeah, the next then we have some shows. I really want to see that Shotgun Sawyer show because
When is
Brody, that's on 420.
420.
At Cafe Colonial, and then right next door, they're having a 420 show with JKKFO, Jim Kelly Kung Fu Orchestra, and a bunch of other punk bands and stuff like that, so we could bounce between the two shows. Yeah, and big up to Brody, who was one of the guys whose house we were over at today, and he was really pumping Shotgun Sawyers, so I'm excited to see them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of a blues.
It's a blues.
Stoner blues,
yeah,
I would say.
But he said it's honest, which is,
That's
our number one earmark for good music, so we got to see it.
Yeah.
Plus, when you pump them, when you type in Shotgun Sawyer on YouTube, fucking all AC/DC pops up next to it. So it can't be bad.
So Shotgun Sawyer is going to play the punk side with JKKFO.
No, they're playing at Cafe Colonial. Yeah, it's called Reefer Madness. And they're the middle band. I don't know who the headlining band is.
Oh, JKKFO one is the one I know about.
Yeah, and they're at
with He's Dead and like all these other bands.
Yeah, the shit.
I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun though. It'll be So
no, totally
be a fun 420. So come and hang out at the Colonial Corner.
Yeah,
if you're down
with Ground Chuck.
Ground Chuck, it's our boy now. Fucking 30 years, we're finally getting knuckle bumps.
Yeah, interesting shit.
Yeah, right on, bro.
Right on. That's it.
See you guys next time.
Got a mixtape coming up for sorry.
Oh, for the listening portion of this.
The podcast listeners. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and we'll see you next time.
Peace out. Follow JGCSOUND and Dr. Strange Clock on Instagram.
Hells yes.
Later.